In the pursuit of a meaningful life, the human spirit often encounters the formidable adversary known as laziness. This video will not only provide valuable insights and practical guidance on overcoming laziness, but also share a powerful story that can profoundly impact your journey. Before delving into this narrative, let us attempt to understand the nature of laziness and how it affects our lives. Laziness, at its core, is not simply a lack of physical or mental energy. It is a state of resistance that emerges when we face tasks that require effort or challenge us to step outside our comfort zones. In the modern age, we are bombarded with distractions, instant gratification, and the allure of comfort, making it easier for laziness to take hold. However, recognizing that laziness is not an inherent flaw, but rather a symptom of imbalance allows us to approach it with compassion and determination. Overcoming laziness requires us to break free from the overwhelming weight of future expectations and embrace the power of incremental progress. The philosophy of Stoicism reminds us that greatness is achieved through the accumulation of small actions and decisions made in the present moment. By focusing on one task at a time, we reduce the intimidating nature of our goals, making them more accessible and achievable. Each small step forward becomes a victory, further propelling us on our journey. Now let me tell you a story. In the peaceful village of Serenity, nestled amidst rolling hills and lush greenery, there lived a young villager named Ken. Ken possessed a gentle spirit and a warm heart, yet he had a persistent struggle with laziness. Every morning, when the golden sun would rise over the horizon, Ken would linger in his bed, reluctant to rise and face the tasks that awaited him. One day, as Ken was strolling through the village, he came across an elderly monk named Master Hiroshi, known for his wisdom and tranquility. Intrigued by the monk's serene presence, Ken approached him and bowed respectfully. "Master Hiroshi," Ken said, "I seek your guidance. I am burdened by laziness and long to overcome it. How can I find the strength within me to be diligent and productive?" The wise monk smiled kindly and invited Ken to accompany him to his humble dwelling. They entered a tranquil garden adorned with colorful flowers and trickling waterfalls. Master Hiroshi pointed to a bonsai tree, its branches carefully pruned and its leaves vibrant. "Observe this bonsai tree, Ken," Master Hiroshi said, his voice as gentle as a breeze. "It requires care and attention to thrive. Its beauty lies in the hands of the gardener who tends to it diligently, shaping its branches and nurturing its growth." Ken marveled at the miniature tree. Its delicate beauty captivated his senses. "But Master Hiroshi," he asked, "how does this relate to my struggle with laziness?" The monk's eyes twinkled with wisdom as he replied, "Ken, just as the bonsai tree needs the nurturing hand of the gardener, so too does your spirit require your devoted care. Laziness is like an overgrown weed that hampers your growth. To overcome it, you must embrace the art of mindful action." Master Hiroshi guided Ken through a series of exercises, teaching him the ways of Zen mindfulness. They sat together in silence, focusing on their breath, allowing their minds to settle into a state of calm. As their meditation practice deepened, Ken began to experience a subtle shift within himself. With newfound clarity and purpose, Ken embarked on a journey to transform his relationship with laziness. Each morning, he awakened with the rising sun, greeting the day with gratitude. Rather than dwelling on the weight of his tasks, Ken focused on the joy that could be found within each moment. He discovered that the key to overcoming laziness lay not in forcing himself into relentless action, but in finding a harmonious balance between effort and rest. He learned to break down his tasks into smaller, manageable steps, giving each his undivided attention. Through the practice of mindfulness, Ken found that even the simplest tasks held beauty and meaning. As Ken continued to cultivate his inner garden, his village took notice of the profound change within him. Inspired by his diligence, they too sought guidance from Master Hiroshi, and a wave of transformation swept through Serenity. The once dormant village came alive with a newfound energy as its residents embraced the art of mindful action and infuse their daily routines with purpose. Overcoming laziness is a personal endeavor that requires introspection, dedication, and a commitment to change. Here are a few inspiring tips to guide you along your own path of transformation. Break down daunting tasks into smaller, manageable steps. Focus on completing one step at a time, giving it your full attention and effort. By celebrating these incremental achievements, you'll build momentum and motivation to tackle larger tasks. Shift your perspective from viewing tasks as burdensome obligations to seeing them as opportunities for growth and discovery. Look for the beauty and meaning within each action, no matter how mundane. Infuse joy and enthusiasm into your endeavors, and let that energy propel you forward. Surround yourself with positive influences, like-minded individuals, and mentors who can support and guide you on your journey. Learn from their experiences, draw inspiration from their wisdom, and incorporate their teachings into your own practice. Recognize that perfection is an elusive ideal. Accept that mistakes and setbacks are natural parts of the journey. Instead of being deterred by them, view them as valuable lessons and opportunities for growth. Embrace imperfection as an essential aspect of the human experience. Remember, the path to overcoming laziness and embracing mindful action is a lifelong journey. It requires patience, perseverance, and self-compassion.